My name is Travis Michael Thorpe. I'm a 26-year-old male. I live in Salmiya, Kuwait. I work for the United States government out here. Right now, I'm just working as a contractor. I get paid incredibly good, but this place sucks. So I definitely want to come back to the United States. I used to be a police officer. I was in the military. I was in the Army for 8 years as an infantryman. My job pretty much was to close with and engage and destroy the enemies of the United States of America. So that was kind of dangerous and everything, but I'm over that. You know, I did that for a good 8 years and got out for a while. I was a police officer in Junction City, Kansas. It was a pretty high tempo. I worked night shift. It was a pretty dangerous city. Enjoyed a lot of it, but decided that I needed to do something else. So I ended up coming back home, and after being home for a while, I got into paranormal investigations with a group. I kind of got into the paranormal investigations because while I was a police officer in Kansas, I was in an investigation room and there was nobody else in the PD, and it was just me and my subject. And so I had my digital recorder going that I used for all my interviews, that I used for, you know, every time I ended up going to a call or anything like that. It's the same recorder, and I've never had anomalies on it before or anything. And I'm playing it or recording it, and I'm talking to the guy, questioning him about, you know, this possible theft. Well, when I went to step out of the room and review my tape, I ended up hearing 4 voices playing at the same time, so it kind of piqued my interest, right? I've been pagan in the pagan community, the pagan faith, since I was about 12 years old, so about 14 years. And it's highly based in spiritualism and about spirits. So I've always had a belief in the spiritual world, and I've seen a lot of things with my religion. However, having something like that kind of validated it and piqued my interest to a point where I said, okay, there's definitely something here, and I wanted to look more into it. So I started doing the investigations by myself for about 3 years. And when I moved home to Minnesota, I linked up with a group called Tipsman, which is the Investigative Paranormal Society of Minnesota. Started off as an amateur with them, did investigations with them for about 4 months until they made me a team leader. I had my own team out of Minneapolis and St. Paul. I ran the entire metro area of the state of Minnesota. So then they ended up asking me if I wanted to be the team leader for the entire state, which we had 5 chapters. I ended up turning that down, and once I left them, they kind of got to a point where they got too big, too fast, and needed to disband. So now I'm just kind of back to freelancing, doing it with a small group of trusted friends. A bit about me: I grew up in Owatonna, Minnesota. It's a small town. Went and got my GED, went to the Army, went to combat, went to Iraq in 2006. I was married. I have a son. His name's Aiden. He's 5 years old. I'm divorced and re-engaged now, so I have a girlfriend back home. She misses me a lot, so it'd be good to come back. I work out here, like I said, for the government, and I guess I really can't tell you exactly what I do because you most likely probably don't have a secret security clearance in the government, but what I can say is I pretty much protect soldiers from the bad people. So anyway, I love being energetic. I love being social. I love talking to people. That's my biggest thing. I love being integrated with everybody and keeping the morale up. We have a saying in the military which is called embracing the suck, and that's pretty much my key factor about me. No matter how sucky your environment is and how horrible it is, I always have this innate ability to make people smile and joke. You know, when my truck drivers always come in and the buses come in with the Nepalese and everything, I always come in and I'm like, "You are a big problem. This one big problem, sir." And they're like, "No, Mafi, sir. No, Mafi. No, Mafi mushkila. No problem, sir." You know, and it always gets the Nepalese and the Indian guys to crack up and start laughing. You know, so I hate standing there being bored. You know, and so if it's too quiet or too tense, I'll always be that one guy to stop the dull moment, if you will. So I really appreciate the fact that you guys are interested in me. I can't wait to come out there, and I really want to do this. So please give me a shot, give me a chance, and I promise you I will not disappoint you, all right? Nothing but love from Salmiya, Kuwait. You guys take it easy.